Okay, so the political system, I want to make sure that my viewers get this right. Right now, Brazilians of African descent can freely put themselves out to be voted for. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay. And voting is mandatory, right?
Exactly.
If you don't vote, you pay a fine, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So it seems to me that this is the perfect situation for Afro-Brazilians to get radically into the political system. So
Exactly. Yeah. But it's
why,
missing
what is missing that this is not happening?
political consciousness towards the community. We don't have the sense of community still. That's what has been building up in Brazil. Uh, Let me continue this connection between territory. If you don't give territory for those people, well, I should go back again and tell you that in the 19th century, the whole majority of a population in Brazil were blacks. In that time, after the abolition of slavery, the black population was about 85% of the whole Brazilian population. So bringing immigrants, what is a type of a strategy, eugenic process of reduce the weight of blacks in Brazil. Brazil were a kind of the other side of Africa. That's
Okay.
what was Brazil in the 19th century. It's the other side of it, the other marge of River. Atlantic River. One
Okay.
side you have African continent, the other side Atlantic River you have Brazil, blacks. So
Okay.
the elites, the Brazilian elites, completely based on the plantations at that time, they were very smart. So let me tell you the name of this political process. They create a very pioneer, a very original apartheid system in Brazil. No comparison to the United States, no comparison to what happened in Australia, no comparison to what happened in South Africa.
Okay.
All of them had juridical assentment. In Brazil, we didn't have that. The word racism, exclusion, take out the no. It's a very subtle process of exclusion and under consideration of those people maintain the humanity underrepresented for the whole 20th century. The whole turn, the 19th to 20th century was based on the exclusion, subtle exclusion. And at the same time, you had the most important writer in Brazil, Machado de Assis, the man who created the Academia Brasileira de Letras. It's like the house of the biggest writers, was black.
Okay.
Machado de Assis. It's
Wow.
very new, translated into 50, At the same time, excluded. So
Wow.
that's what I'm studying now. The apartheid system in Brazil is very original.
Okay. It's worse than,
They
you're saying that it's worse than what was in South Africa, worse than United
exactly.
States. Okay. All right. You did say that at the abolition of slavery in 1888, the
Exactly.
Black population was like 85% of Brazil. Did I hear you correctly?
Exactly, correctly.
Okay, so question one on that. How was 15% of non-Blacks able to enslave the 85% Blacks? What were they using to keep them down?
How they use, I didn't understand the last
Okay,
part of the question.
you say at the time that slavery was abolished in 1888, the population was 85% Black, which means 15% non-Black. And
Exactly.
this 85% was under slavery, right? And my question is,
Exactly. Not totally.
okay,
Conclude, please.
okay,
No,
no, so
your conclusion.
if the 85% is not on the slave, then my question is the mute point. So
No. 85. We had a lot of people in limbo, in
okay,
the in this process, intermediate process.
okay,
They were not slave anymore, but they were not citizen already.
okay,
They were, you know, um, underemployed in many places. They had no house. They had a license to walk freely, but under control. So that's the point. In Rio de Janeiro, most of these blacks in Rio, they were under this situation. They had
okay,
fled from the plantation and living surround the cities. So
okay,
they were not slave anymore, but they were not citizen, even they were
okay,
not human being
okay,
already.
okay.